takes a second.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Forever young.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Okay, sit up straight, please. Sit up straight. Like you normally would. There we go. I just need to know how
Good
high.
morning, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic morning. I know
You
it's
sound
early,
like you're still
but
asleep. You were louder than
I'm
that in
not
the bathroom talking with me earlier. Why are you all of a sudden asleep over there?
I could be very loud. You always tell me not to be loud.
I know, but you're welcoming them in and you sound like death over there.
Welcome in, everybody. Just wanted to say hi. Jess is putting the final touches on a few things here in front of us.
Jess is like humanly freaking
She ran away. Now she's hot. Now she's cold. Good morning from Scotland. Good morning, Christy. Good morning. Good morning, Ashley. We're here. We're here. No need to miss us today.
Hey, y'all.
Morning. I can't read your names. I'm sorry. She hasn't done everything to the phone yet to make it.
Honey.
Oh, okay. Great.
But you
That's
gotta
much
take
better.
the sticker off.
Stickers off. Okay. Good morning, Lana. Or afternoon or evening, whichever one it is for you. I think it's evening for you now.
Good morning, Snack Daddy.
Hi, Charlotte. Morning, Cara
Good morning,
Marie.
Chica Snack.
Christina, thank you for saying that. What a way to start my day.
You love the Halloween vibes? I did that.
Morning, Kai's mom.
Actually, I got those because of my daughter. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have those.
Crafted by Carla on your other page. Good morning. Morning, Leanne. Morning, Brianna. Alexis, we love you. Thank you for being here. Good morning up in Pennsylvania. I bet it's a little chilly up there today.
Don't you just love getting into your clothes and then you have to pull at them all the time?
You just, hold on a second. But
what
hold on.
you buy.
Good morning,
doesn't matter
Tammy.
What?
Good
doesn't
morning.
matter what you wear.
just said, you sat there 2 seconds ago and said, that's so hot. It's so hot. And then you put on a long sleeve sweatshirt.
Because I have to hide my biscuits.
Oh,
my
my
biscuits
God.
are inflamed and they have to be hidden.
Good gracious alive. I'm hot. Let me put on a jacket.
Because my biscuits.
Morning from Washington State. It's really early for you.
Because my biscuits. You know what? You're right. I'm going to put on a t-shirt.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We just got started this morning, guys.
We haven't even gotten started yet. This is my life. Welcome to my world. I'll be back.
76 Chelsea. You must have loved that yesterday. Good morning, everyone. Listen. Why would you say I'm hot? Throw on a jacket or a shirt and then go, oh gosh, I got to go get on a t-shirt. What the heck? I know, Sparks. I know I'm never winning this battle. It's just, you guys have no idea. We'll sit here. We're talking last night, working on this morning's information. And she got up. She put on like shorts and a t-shirt, got back on the couch. Then she threw a blanket over her. I'm like, what is going on? Then she got up, put something different on. Then she comes back. She throws the blanket over her again.
You have no idea what it's like to live inside my body.
No.
You have no idea.
No,
So shut it.
I've been working on that for 13, 14, 15 years now. Morning, Ilya.
I get to wear t-shirts now. This is my life. Lanya, thank you.
Yeah. I feel you.
See? I'm not the only one out here in the world that's dealing with this nonsense. Okay, let's move this back so you can see both of us. There we go.
Good.
Okay, it's gonna be okay. Oh, thank you for sharing it out. Good morning, Ryan. Brooklyn, we're doing okay.
You feel better
Aloha
now?
from Mount.
So you went from what you had on to, then you put on a jacket, and now you just took everything off, and now you've got a t-shirt on.
I didn't take everything off. I have on clothes.
Oh my gosh.
I shouldn't take a shower in the morning.
You're going to freeze me.
I am going to freeze. Do you want to know why? This is payback. Because he used to be the one that was hot, and I had to be the freezing one all the time. Good morning, Greg.
What are you talking about?
Good morning,
I am still hot.
Snack.
I'm still hot.
That's right. No, that's not what... Oh, God. Okay, let's start this thing. What are we talking about today?
Today's topic is... Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with you?
I can't with you this morning. I just can't. Oh my gosh. You got the fan, like, you want me to turn on all the overhead fans?
Look at my face. Look, I haven't been drinking. Look at my face. Look, this is how hot I am.
I tell you every day how hot you are.
I think I need to put on shorts.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Someone please make it stop. I know. There's not been enough coffee yet, Mama. I made the coffee.
No, that's going to make it worse.
The coffee's now sitting here.
Listen,
everybody,
coffee.
Just take a note. Just take a note this morning. Watch. She has a full cup of coffee this morning. It's been sitting here now for about 5 minutes. This is the first sip she's taken. In about 15 minutes, she's going to complain that the coffee's too cold.
It's the second sip.
And I'm going to have to make another cup.
It's the second sip, first of all.
Just want everybody.
Sorry,
why are y'all knocking on
because
all over
I
the
can't.
place?
There's too many things happening behind the scenes here. Okay, and that needs to get turned on. There.
He's going right in. Okay.
Now it's on.
All right. Good morning. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. This morning's topic for our Tuesday talks is going to be a little bit of a mindset talk.
A little bit. It's all about mindset. You know what? You started it.
I'm going to sit here and not talk over you. Like I was told not to talk over you. I'm going to sit here. Go ahead.
Jenny, that part.
So, good morning, Earl. Good morning, Jeanette. This morning we're going to talk about don't give your power away to miserable people.
I'm going to need you to say that with a little more inflection. Don't give your power away to miserable people.
So why do you want me to say it? You just said it.
Because I just wanted us both to say it.
Oh, okay. You just said it with more inflection after telling me to say it with more inflection?
Today's going to be a good one because I know that we all deal with haters, negative people, family, family members. So I feel like this one was really important. And it was so funny because Wes did kind of the setup for this one. Like, I wasn't feeling good over the weekend. I was just really, really tired. And so he kind of started and wrote everything out. Thanks, home baby. And then whenever I was going through like what he wrote, I started like seeing, like they just kind of started popping off the page at me. So that's what we went with.
Thank you, Sage, for the follow.
That's right.
Appreciate that. If you guys are liking this, just please make sure you give us a quick follow. We're headed for a very big goal of 200,000 by the end of the year, and we're not far off now. So we appreciate every single one. Hopefully you guys are liking these Tuesday talks.
Okay, you guys, just so you know, if you're already here, when we're in the middle of a topic, if you are commenting, we may not answer your comment, but then we'll stop after we're done with the comment. I know, only 11,000 more to go. So it's a little different than when we're at Magic Kingdom and I just switch and try to answer everybody. So be patient with us. We do see you. I see the comments. I've gotten very good at it. Most of the time I see all the comments. It's very rare that I miss people now.
I'm not sure yet, Twinsies, if that account got taken down yet. We're working on that.
Oh, the fake one? There's always a fake account. Somebody always want to be me. They want to copy my strategy. They want to copy my mindset life. You know, it's fine. It's fine. When you're fabulous, this is what happens. And I'm learning to accept that. Oh. And I'm realizing that I used to do that to someone. Do you remember Lindsay Matway? She was my Beachbody coach.
Yeah.
And I just thought she was so amazing. And I remember I would copy her graphics and she would put up a banner and then I would copy her banner. And I thought, oh, how shitty she must have felt. And she probably had to go and change her damn banner because I put up the same banner as her. And then she was no longer original because I copied her.
Unfortunately,
Good morning, Matt's dumb Disney videos.
You know, the truth of the matter is success leaves clues and everybody tries to emulate what's working for others. You know, in the business world, they call it best practices. And
yeah, but you can do that and make it your own.
Most people aren't that creative.
And also, if something is not your thing, you shouldn't just copy what everybody else is doing because that's what they're doing.
If it's working for someone, that's what people do. That's why when you get a coach, what did your coach first tell you to do when you started doing TikTok all those years ago? You know,
he made me go and copy what other people were doing, and I hated it.
They said just copy what other people are doing. Use the exact same song. Use the exact same thing. Just take your own video, say your own words.
Hashtags. It's true. It's true. Good morning. Good morning, Sir Kyle the chef. Okay, so this morning we're talking about don't give your power away to miserable people. So the first one's gonna be my favorite one. So it says, what other people say about you is none of your business. What other people say about you is none of your business. Focusing on rumors and lies only distracts from your greatness and your focus. Bailey, I got you, boo. So there in 2016, I'll never forget, and I don't know why this made such a big impact on me, but I will never forget this. I had to go and research the backstory on this last night because I remembered this photo. So there's a photo of Michael Phelps and Chad Lacrosse. It was the 2016 Olympics, and it's that famous photo where Phelps is beating him by 1/100th of a second. And Chad is looking at Michael, and Michael is looking at the finish line. And so somebody, I don't know who, I would give credit where credit is due if I knew, but the quote says, "Winners focus on winning, and losers focus on winners." And I don't have a whole lot more to say about that.
Thanks, Balloon 5005, for jumping in and letting me know how I wake up every morning.
Lowly, thank you for renewing your subscription and sticking with us. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is, winners just don't have time for all the negativity. They're focused on the goal. Losers are the ones that are focused on the winners. It's just, it's very direct and very straightforward.
Good morning, Kay, baby. I see you. I see that you changed your name.
You know, a lot of people, listen, people have often asked me, how are you so comfortable with yourself? You're always just yourself. And listen, from a very young age, I've been the way I am. And I realized early on in middle school and high school.
That you were different?
You have people that, I had people that loved me, mostly the ladies.
Good morning, Jessica.
And I had people that didn't like me. And what I realized was that's always going to be the case no matter what you do in life, no matter who you are, no matter where you are. There's going to be people who just can't stand the fact that you're great. They can't stand the fact that you're above them or better than them. And
I think really and we're going to get into this in a second, I think what it boils down to is people are always unhappy with themselves. And we're going to talk about hurting people hurt people. And it's one of my favorite things to say. I say it all the time because, you go through life wondering, why did my mom hurt me? Why did my dad hurt me? Why did these people in your life hurt you? Hurting people hurt people. And when people are unhappy and when they're miserable and they want to be, they know that everybody has the same abilities inside of them. It's just who chooses to develop those abilities. I'm not any better than the next person. I just choose to sharpen my skills. I choose to, in my job, I choose to treat my job like it's a job. I work 8 to 12 hour days. I don't just make a post. I'm sitting here on the couch last night at 9:30, finishing this, going back through this, making sure that all of this is right. So this is my full-time job, and I treat it that way. Excelling, winning, being successful takes work, and most people don't want to do the work, and that's the difference.
Well, that goes back to some other things we've talked about working on yourself, and what books have you read, what ideas do consume you.
Good morning from Ocala.
Not everyone's gonna like you, and that's okay. Not everybody has to like me. What people say about me, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my money. Doesn't affect my life, doesn't affect my relationship. People can say whatever they want to say about me. It's none of our business.
It's none of our business. It's not my business what's going on other platforms, what people are saying about me that I know is not true. You know the truth about you, and that's all that matters. You can't stop other people from talking about you,
Jeffrey.
Making up lies about you. And some things might even be true, but their perspective and their slice of pain that they're living and operating out of makes the reality completely different than what you meant it to be. Say there's a situation that you're going through, something's happening. People see from their own slice of pain, from their own perspective of how life has raised them. So they have a completely different perspective on what may have happened between you and the situation.
Brianna, that's coming up, babe. Go ahead.
What's coming up?
She just talked about who it comes from generally, but go ahead.
I wanted to see what you said, Brianna. Oh, yeah, Brianna, we're going to talk about negative toxic family here in a second, too, for sure. I love that you always sit like this. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all. We were in a good spot to pause, so I did.
That's very good point, Ray.
Yeah,
when you're
Rose, good
committed
for you.
to your own goals, you don't have time to worry about other people's goals. So true. So facts. That's why we try as much as possible to focus on ourselves. Right? I can't control what other people are doing. We try to lift as many people with us as we can, and keep focusing on the goal ahead.
Okay, what's the next one?
The next one is people can only make you feel bad if you let them. People can only make you feel bad if you let them. What they're doing or saying doesn't have to affect you unless you are the one that lets it affect you.
That's right, Mike and Ray.
Get on or get off.
So I used to have a girlfriend, and it's so funny because I remember this like it was yesterday. I would get into a fight with my boyfriend at the time, and I would freak out and be mad and argue with him, and she'd be like, why are you freaking out? Why, just because he's acting different, are you behaving differently? Why are you behaving differently and allowing it to upset your mood, or not coming out with me, or us not doing the same things that we would normally do? Why are you changing because of how he's behaving?
No, yeah, we go to Disney. That's not all we do, but we go to Disney.
You're not allowed to have other things that you like besides just one thing, because that's not who we are. We are definitely multifaceted people.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking to Noah that you just responded to.
Okay, not sure what you're talking about came from. But
He said, oh my God.
he said, aren't y'all Disney people?
And I said, yeah, but we don't only just like Disney.
Oh.
Because he's wondering why we're doing this talk. Thank you, Mercy now.
Yeah. This is Tuesdays. This is what happens on Tuesdays.
Moonlight Rose. I like that. It's called mental manipulation.
Did you finish your story about Nene?
Were you not listening to me? Were you reading the comments?
I'm reading also. I'm trying to do it all. I focus on everything.
I'm trying to do. Wes does need more coffee.
My ADHD's working. Thanks. That's Jess's mug.
That's right, Sharon. On Tuesday we chat.
That's the original mug she picked up. What was that, in Marshall's or something one day?
Yeah.
And then I found this one for her, and somehow now this one's become mine. So,
Miss Kathy, I love you. Good morning. I see you soon.
That's right, Alanya.
Lakeisha, why were you embarrassed?
Lakeisha, don't ever be embarrassed.
Don't
Always
ever
say
be
hi.
embarrassed to stop and say hi. So people can only make you, it's your response to the situation. And again, this is going to lead into some other things, but it's your response to the situation. You get to choose how you feel. Just because somebody is freaking out and upset and rude to you, or it's maybe somebody's trying to put a guilt trip on you to make you do. Ask my friends. My friends will tell you. Ask Sarah. I don't do anything that I don't want to do, and I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it at all. And I used to be a people pleaser. I absolutely 1000% grew up as a people pleaser. My home was very chaotic, and I always wanted everyone to be happy. And so I always made sure that I was the good little girl, so that I would, keep the peace between my parents. And I'm not doing that shit no more. That's not my responsibility. How other people feel is their responsibility. It's not my responsibility to make them feel good, to do what they want me to do so that they feel good. Not other people's emotions and feelings are not my responsibility.
I don't remember who or when, but quite a while ago in my life, I was feeling guilty about something someone had said to me, or they were upset that I wasn't spending more time with them or something. And someone else, another friend, said to me, guilt is all self-induced. The feeling of guilt is you feeling that feeling. No one can make you feel that way. You have to allow that to happen. So why feel guilty? There's no reason to feel guilty. too much of our life is spent feeling bad about ourselves or guilty or feeling like we're not enough. It doesn't make any sense. That's all in your head.
But other people put that on you. Where does that come from? If you don't have anybody around you, you're not going to just feel like you're not enough for no reason. Right. Other people put those feelings on you. And I guess I've done enough mind work that I've learned to just let it go. And I think even more recently in this, I've learned, because I mean, you definitely still have feelings, you have emotions, you feel things. It's not like you don't feel guilty ever. It's just that you learn to release it and let it go and go, okay, that's not going to control me. I'm not allowing that to control me.
I just was getting ready to say that, lorazepam.
What?
Be Elsa.
Stick your tongue out.
Lorazepam.
That's not how you said it. You said
You got to be like Elsa. Let it go. We'll go to the Frozen sing-along. Let it go.
Christy, it's true. You can't be everything for everybody. And other people have to learn to manage their own feelings and take care of their own mental well-being in whatever the situation may be. I mean, it may be something as simple as if you got girlfriends and you're married and they're asking you to go out dancing and you can't go and they get mad at you, that is 1000% not a good friend. Not a good friend. My friends, people who I truly call friends, my core people, we give each other
friends or besties.
They're my confidants. My confidants, I call them, because everybody uses the word bestie. That's my bestie. That's my bestie. No. My confidants, my people that I truly trust with everything. If we had plans tonight and I say, you guys, I'm just not feeling it. I don't feel good. They're going to be like, you know what? We love you. Lord, we'll catch you on the flip side. They're not going to make me feel guilty about it. But I'm 42 years old. It's taken me a long time to get here. A person who's editing the video can't cut that out while I'm talking.
How rude.
Told you this already.
Are you right now trying to be my miserable person and make me feel bad about myself?
I am trying
to make me feel guilty now? What the hell? Pay attention to what we're talking about. Listen, Linda.
Don't be sorry, you guys. You commenting is good. Commenting allows the algorithm to keep pushing this. So don't stop. Don't stop commenting. This is good. We'll just stop when we can.
Jamie, real quick again. Today's topic is: don't give away your power to miserable people. Do not give away your power to miserable people. How's that for an inflection?
Sharon, you're right. You know what? And those situations help me grow. Sharon, you're so right. She said, you've grown in this area. You used to take on feelings bad if you couldn't meet up with folks. Yeah.
It's true.
Yep. And I had to learn, in growing in this arena, without you guys, I'm nothing. But I'm one person, and you guys grew to thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people. We're about to hit 100,000 followers on Facebook. So, I mean, we have lots of followers, and I'm only one person.
Hashtag West Histronics. Yeah, don't let anybody ruin your shine. You are a unique you.
Yes, we have 3 older children. They are out of the house. We have 3 older children, yes. Okay, what's next? Unless you have something else to add to that. People making you feel bad.
I don't think I do. You get to choose how you feel in any situation. Thanks for sharing out the live, Earl. Next one. Don't suppress who you are to make others comfortable. People are secure within themselves, and when they see you being too much, it reminds them of who they wish they had the courage to be.
You want to do one more time?
Don't suppress who you are to make others comfortable. People are insecure within themselves, and when they see you being too much, it reminds them of who they wish they had the courage to be. Which I think that's so true. So many people are walking around here worried about what other people think and feel about them, that they're not being their unique selves.
I think it takes, again, I only have myself to go off of and other people that I've met, but I used to dim so much. People used to be so uncomfortable around me. Other women used to be so uncomfortable around me. I can't help the way I look. I can't help the way God made me. I can't help that I'm loud. I can't help that I'm funny. I can't help that I'm outgoing. That is not my fault. I think I'm funny. I don't know if anybody else thinks I'm funny, but I think I am.
Louder for the people in the back.
I love myself. If you don't love yourself, how can you expect other people to love you?
Hi. I was just reminding them how this works. That's all.
Matt, we're so glad you're here, by the way. I saw your comment. I love you, honey.
I mean, I'm just saying, you have to love yourself.
I wasn't
first.
fishing for a compliment at all. I wasn't fishing for a compliment. But I mean, essentially, you guys, everybody is created to be a certain way. And if you are not being your true, authentic self, one, you're suppressing and making yourself miserable. You can feel inside how uncomfortable it is to not be able to just be yourself. You can feel that. And when you start being yourself, the right people will come to you. You will lose a lot of friends. You will lose a lot of fake friends. Other people will hate you. They'll create pages to talk about you because they hate you. Let them. They're fans too. I know they're here right now. Cheers. Good morning. They're fans too. Never change who you are. Don't be quieter because other people can't handle it. They need to grow the F up. If they can't handle it, it's only because they haven't found their true authentic self. And they're too insecure to be who they were created to be. None of us are, again, I say this all the time, none of us are better than the other one. I'm not more funny or more fabulous or a better content creator or than anyone else. I'm not better than anybody else. I just choose to be who I want to be. And I could give a flying F about what everybody else thinks at this point in my life. And I've done that through a lot of work, a lot of mental work. Michael, Merry Christmas, Michael.
And the other side is when you're your authentic self and you allow your light to shine, it actually gives other people the opportunity to see that it's okay for them to be themselves. It really is. Your light, it's like a candle, right?
It's like permission.
If you light someone else's candle, your candle does not diminish. You're just lighting another candle.
Yeah, right. Sure. It's true. So, for example, I will give you an example. Wes has helped me grow a lot into the woman that I am. He specifically, because he doesn't care. And he was like that whenever we met. I was 29 and you were 30.
Hey.
What?
Why you gotta talk about how old I am?
Why can't I talk about how old you are? I thought you were okay and comfortable with all of yourself. You're old.
I wish I was 30 something.
I said I was 29.
And you started to say I was 30 something.
Weren't you 34? No, you were 42.
No.
What?
43.
29, 43.
No,
okay.
Maybe 42. 42 or 43.
What's 13 years from 29?
That would be like 16.
Oh my God.
You asked, I answered. You're welcome.
I cannot.
Thank you, Simmons 159.
I'm trying to be serious, and this is what I have to deal with.
Thanks for the follow, Theme Park Lifestyle. Welcome in. Mm-hmm. Hope you're having a great morning.
Moonlight Rose says, we don't say old, we say season. And he knows I can't math, magically twinning mama. He knows I can't math, so he's really trying to F with me.
You said what's 13 from 29? 29 minus 13 is 16.
You knew what I meant.
I do know what you meant.
Thank you, Michael. Marshall's, Target, one of those, not Target, TJ Maxx.
But so how did I help you so much?
So I was 29 and I was not okay with myself yet. I was very lost. I was trying to find myself. I had just been through a ton of spiritual abuse where I didn't have that tight-knit family and love, and other people had preyed on me, and I was in an extremely vulnerable place. Not okay with myself. I could not do this. Just sitting here talking to you, I was very timid. I was extremely insecure. I hid it. A lot of times people couldn't tell, but that's only because I kept my mouth shut.
But it was so bad. We would go to dinner and we would walk through the restaurant to go to our seat, and you would be like, why is everyone looking at us? Why is everyone looking at me? What's going on?
I was extremely insecure.
You were so insecure.
Extremely insecure person. But he was so loud and so out there and so gregarious, and he never cared what anybody else thought, and he never shamed me or made me feel bad about it. And he never even pointed it out to me. He never even said, you should be more like this. You should be more like that. Never. He just continued to be who he was. And by him holding that space of who he was, it allowed me to grow and just be more of myself. It just allowed me to naturally come out of my shell and just be silly, be crazy, be fun, be who I naturally was. So him not dimming to make me comfortable, because I was definitely uncomfortable. We'd be in the grocery store line and he's picking and joking with everybody behind us. He's joking with the lady at the counter. He's dancing with strangers in the middle of TJ Maxx. He's being Wes. Amelia was so embarrassed that day.
Amelia was so embarrassed. I was dancing.
so
That lady
embarrassed
came
that
up,
day.
started dancing with me.
Yes.
She got so embarrassed.
So being who you are, the original thing that he said, how did you say it? There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so others won't feel insecure about you. So him not shrinking who he was allowed me to grow and develop into the amazing human that you see standing before you today. Okay, one more on that. Wait, I want to just, before being your unapologetic self triggers an insecure mind. It just means they're not ready to be their authentic self yet. It doesn't make them bad people, doesn't make you better than them. It just means they're in a different place than you are.
True.
Sorry.
Anybody ever seen the movie Coach Carter? With is that Samuel L. Jackson in Coach Carter? I think it is.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
Samuel L. Jackson. Did he play? Who played Mace Windu? Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, it was Samuel L. Jackson.
Tell me who played Mace Windu. What?
Okay. That's how I remember things. Okay. So anybody that's seen that movie will remember the very end. The whole thing of the movie is how this coach had an impact on his players. I think it was an underprivileged school anyway, and he was trying to get them to grow and learn. And at the end of the movie, that he constantly asked them, "What's your greatest fear? What's your greatest fear? What's your greatest fear?" And they never understood. And finally, at the end of the movie, one of the players finally says back to him as he's leaving the school or whatever, says, "Our greatest fear is that we're not enough, but that we're maybe too much. And we can do more things than we can even imagine. And we're afraid of that. And that's what keeps people small." And he goes on to say, playing small does not serve the world. It doesn't serve the world. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve anyone. So don't make yourself smaller just to keep other people around you happy or to keep them from being insecure around you. Be yourself. In time, it will open them up and allow them to be their authentic self as well.
It takes a ton of pressure off of you too. It takes a ton of pressure off of you internally. Again, at least it did me. I used to always be worried about, and every once in a while I still do, because I don't want to ever hurt anyone's feelings. I am definitely a person who wants everyone, again, people pleaser. I want everybody to be happy. I want everyone to feel loved. Sometimes I encounter people in the park, obviously, very quickly. And it's very rare now, but if I say something that felt like deep in their situation, like if I compliment a child and then it was very obvious maybe that wasn't that mother's child and you could feel the tension. This was the most recent one I can remember. I felt horrible. I felt like, maybe there's a situation there. But also I was being sweet. I was loving on her child. I was telling her that I, loved her baby and the similarities in them. I can't be responsible, and I had to let that go, or else the anxiety of that would eat me up. If you've got to watch every single word you say and how you say it, the anxiety of that will eat you alive. And I definitely used to be that person that constantly overanalyzed everything I said and did because I didn't want to hurt anybody else's feelings. And again, it took me this long to figure out you can't be responsible for other people's feelings. they're responsible for their
Thank you
feelings.
for the follow, Cindy. Let's address a couple things real quick. Let's put a hold on. So
What are we addressing?
Laura says it's hard when you have low self-esteem all your life because of the bullying in school, and now being older, it's hard to overcome it, especially when you have to be that person for other people.
I wish I knew more about that person to speak to that directly, but you don't have to. That's a lot to put in the chat. Yes, Yes, it is. I was the person who was bullied. I grew up poor, y'all. Po. We couldn't afford the R, okay?
Or the O.
I'm teeny. I used to be teenier, and my mom was a big woman.
You were a double zero when we met.
I would wear my mom's clothes to school. I would get 100% railroaded. Like, the woman that you see here is not obviously the girl that I was and the way that I grew up. Everybody thinks I grew up with a white picket fence and we had money. No. That is not how we grew up. So again, it's all about, and we're going to do the mindset, like how to shape your mindset next week. We're going to do a lot on that next Tuesday. Wes already wrote it all up. Thank you very much. You have to work on your mindset. It doesn't just change. I didn't just wake up like this. This has taken me years of reprogramming my mind, reprogramming my subconscious, actively letting things go. I'm reading a new book right now, and I love it so much. It's just what I needed right now. You have to constantly be working on your mind, or else it will sabotage you. Your subconscious mind is so strong. If you're not constantly reprogramming it, it will sabotage you. And the more you grow, the more there is in there to fix.
Yeah, Ray.
So,
I mean, it's constant. It's constant work. It's an everyday process. It really is.
You found me this one.
I did find.
I
you
needed
that
a book,
I
and the
found
universe
that.
knew I needed a new book, and you found me that one.
I knew that.
Good morning, Brittany and the Beast.
And we're not saying that this is all easy stuff, guys. Listen, the whole point of this conversation is to say these are the things we strive to be and do all the time. Look, we all slip. I'm not always happy every day. Most days, most of the time, most days, yes. But there are days I'm down or I'm upset or I'm in my feels, as the kids say these days or used to say.
I will tell y'all what I did yesterday. That chair reclines. I was there all day yesterday. I don't know why. Sunday, we took a rest day on Sunday. We didn't do anything Sunday. We hung around the house together. We watched TV. We ate good food. I didn't drink. Good morning, Nicole. I love you.
I was the one running around the kitchen, getting stuff for you. I made you a sandwich.
Let me just ask you a question. Until we moved here, who did everything?
I always do everything. I always do everything.
Answer.
What are you talking about?
So yesterday, I don't know why, it was like my body said, nope,
Morning,
not
Sarah.
yet. We need one more day. And I did. I kept feeling guilty, and I had to keep letting it go. But I listened to myself and said, okay, you know what? I got to stay here. This is what I got to do today. This is what my body says it wants to do. Thank you for the heart and the hands. Nurse lady, thank you. So no, every day is not perfect and roses, and you're not happy and up all the time. But you have to get yourself refocused. This morning, I got up at 6 a.m. I took a shower. I got myself ready and said, okay, we're doing this. We're going in. So you have to keep pushing forward. But just to tell you, just to show you, I'm not up every day. I am not on. I am an introverted extrovert. You can, again, ask my friends, ask people that are close to me. Ask Jessica, ask Sarah, ask Sukai, ask Amy Lynn Rogers.
Amy Lynn. Now it's Amy Lynn.
You know, meaning people that I talk to on a regular basis. Ask them. And they give it to me. They're patient with me. They love me anyways, and they know. They're not offended that I didn't text them back. They're not offended I missed their call. Sorry, Sarah, I missed your call last night at 7. I was doing this. Yeah. Mrs. Renee, is that right? Mrs. Renee. She's married. MRS. Mrs. Okay.
How do you deal with grown adults trying to bully other adults? Well, number one, I don't deal with them. I ignore them most of the time. If it's happening right in front of me, I'm going to call it out. But you don't have to be mean. I saw something the other day where they said,
Megan, you saw that.
where they said, ways to respond to people. Know what?
It's okay. What? Megan and I are having an inside conversation.
Got it.
It's fine.
How to make people look at what they're saying. Like if somebody says something to you that's rude or whatever, just look them straight in the face and say that again. That makes them kind of stop and think. Say that again. My face would kind of be saying like, I dare you. But, you don't have to say the I dare you part. It should be implied. Yeah, there's a couple of things, Snack Daddy. Jess will tell you, if I see something happening in public, especially with women or children, I'm not.
We try to mostly mind our business, but there's very few. But if somebody's being rude to older people, I don't know what happens to me. I lose my mind.
Chicken tender titties. That might have been because of Mom. That day we almost got in a fight at Costco.
That might have been because of Mom.
Because that guy got so close to Mom and walking with a cane and a walker.
Yeah, he almost ran her over.
Okay, next up.
Hold on. I want to address this. Yes, people at Disney are so rude, you guys. And if you go on your vacation and you want to pick a fight with every person, listen, when we moved here, I had to learn very quickly, there is no point in you fighting with every single person at Disney. People are in a couple of things. People are in their own world, and a lot of times they don't even mean to be rude. There are definitely times when you can tell people meant to be rude at Disney. But people are exhausted. We are tired. We are tired of working. We are tired of making dinner. We're tired of doing the laundry. We're tired of mommy. We are tired. So when we're on vacation, what do? We check the F out, right? They're just in their own world. They're tired. They want to have some fun. They're really not trying to hurt you. They have vacation brain, right, Mama? They just have vacation brain. They are just, Sarah, if the shoe fits, wear it uncomfortably. People are not trying to be mean to you when they're at Disney most of the time. People just want to go and have fun, and they're exhausted, and they don't think about where they're pushing the stroller. They're still focused on their kids. They're still focused on the fact that they got to feed this little human, and they got to make this little human happy, and they're just trying to get to where they got to go quickly. They're not intentionally. I think that most people are not intentionally trying to be pissy or bitchy or hurt you. They're just hungry. They're tired. They need a Snickers bar. It's fine. So have a little patience, have a little love with the people at Disney, okay?
Okay, once again, guys, for those of you that just got in, the topic today is don't give your power away to miserable people.
And if you're enjoying this, please make sure you're dropping those follows. We appreciate every single one.
Yeah, just me. Sometimes you just got to give people grace. Yeah, I mean, people do all kinds of things. Look, there's no way to control everybody.
Focus.
Guys, Mom. Next one. You ready for the next one?
Let's do it.
Okay, next on the list.
Do you know where we were?
Yeah, I know exactly where we are. You and I write things differently. So the way we wrote it was never worry about criticism from someone you would never take advice from. I'll let you start on that one.
Okay, Ray, I got you, boo. So never worry about criticism from someone you would never take advice from. You guys, if there's somebody in your life that's yakking in your ear all the time, if there's somebody, maybe they're not even in your life, if there's other people out there just, again, talking about you, if you know they're talking about you, if a family member's talking about you to another family member, if a friend's talking about you to another friend, if a co-worker's talking shit about you to somebody else, whoever they are, they just talking all the time, talking. If they are not someone who is doing better than you, which those people won't be talking about you, but if it's not somebody who's doing better than you, if it's not somebody you want to emulate, if it's not somebody that you would take their advice, why are you listening to the negative shit they are spewing about you? Why?
No.
What value does it have in your life? And again, I'm talking to myself too. It definitely is hard. I have people talking about me constantly, and lots of them. I didn't change the memory card. I thought about it, and my
So that's
spirit
not
told
gonna
me
work now?
that part got saved. Yeah, but now it's
Okay.
done. It has
Okay.
no more. It has no more memory left.
Okay. We got to figure
So-
this thing out.
We, meaning me.
Yeah.
Ow. You figure it out.
Miss Kathy said, in order for someone's opinion to have value, you must first value their opinion.
Ooh, Miss Kathy, I like it.
That's fantastic. I mean,
Exactly, Susan.
you know, again,
I don't have it, Robbie. 7777.
you have
But people
to
tell me things.
Not everything is people always talk about the haters. Not everything is hate. You have to be able to discern the difference between constructive criticism and haters. Some people are just haters, right? But some people, if you look at it objectively, might be offering you some constructive criticism. Jamie O'Malley, we're working on podcasts. A lot of these talks are already over on YouTube. Right?
No, these talks are, I guess I do put the replays up on the tube.
Yeah.
But yeah, the podcast is in the works. I have to hire someone to do all this editing. I don't have time. But we normally, my card just ran out. But anyways.
Memory card on the camera.
We are planning on doing that, yes.
And I've been telling her to write a book, Jamie, for some time.
That's right, Heidi.
That's going to get some help. We need to get one of the helpful people that are actual writers so she can tell her story and they can help write it.
Yeah, because I'm not a writer. I just got a story.
Yeah, Robbie, you try to surround yourself with positive people all the time. No question about it.
So, again, if someone is not doing better than you, if they're not paying your bills, which even if they are paying your bills, if they're shitty, you might need to re-examine that as well. Just I said what I said. You can get your bills paid. It's fine. Listen, money comes and goes. You do not have to keep negative, nasty people in your life because you need your bills paid. There are other ways. I'm just saying. Do not, please hear me. Do not take criticism. Don't let it affect your soul. Don't let it change who you are from people that you would that you don't want to be like. If they are not doing better than you, if you don't admire them, don't listen to anything that they say. Don't listen to anything that they say. Take what you need. Okay, is that something am I doing that? Maybe, okay. No, I'm not. Okay, then let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
Two things when it comes to criticism, two things I would say is I typically look at it a little differently. Because when I was growing up as an athlete, you got coached by a lot of other people, and sometimes that coaching was hard. When I was in high school playing football, it was not nice. But you have to take a step back and look, is this person trying to help you or coach you, or is this person just trying to bring you down to their level? That's what you have to look at.
I think all of them do, Robbie. Anybody who's in the public eye is going to get criticism. Anybody who's in the public eye. And I'm not perfect. Eva, did I miss your subscription? Thank you for subscribing, honey. Welcome to the village. I'm so glad you're enjoying it here.
Thank you for subscribing.
Anybody who's in the public eye, whether you're a content creator or anything else, if you're in the public eye, you're going to get scrutiny. But it doesn't matter what you do. You're always going to have people who don't like what you're doing. Always. It doesn't matter what you could be a charity and doing the right thing and giving to people and helping. Somebody will not like the way you're doing it. It's always. Hold on. I want to talk about this one because right here. So it says, Heather said, work-wise, it's all about title for some. They treat people like dirt just because of their title. And I'm going to say something and everybody's going to be like, really, did you just say that? Y'all make sure you record this. Sorry, how do I want to say it? That's not the only job there is. If you're being treated unkindly, if you're being treated poorly at work, that's not the only job in the world. And I know I heard some of you audibly go, I've had this job for 14 years. I've been working here for 14 years. I can't leave. I can't get a different job. What am I going to do? I'm pointing at him. What am I going to do if I don't have this job? How am I going to pay my bills? Y'all, I know that we hate change. Once you embrace change, your life becomes amazing and much easier. You want to tell the story?
Which one, about me when I left? Mm-hmm. Well, first, I'll tell that story. But first, I just want to say, as a person who has been, quote unquote, manager, I like to call it coach, right? In sales for, almost, like, I guess 22 years, something like that. Good gracious, how old am I at that? 22 years now, coaching people. I will say, there are a lot of times in sales, people get elevated to management because they're good salespeople. That's not always the right way for businesses to do it. That's the only thing, because that's the metric they look at. But just because people are good salespeople doesn't mean they're good managers or coaches. They're just good salespeople. I'll just say that doesn't always. So a lot of times you get a manager that's not really the right fit because they're not really the person they need to be to help the other employees grow, if that makes sense. But I worked at a job. How long was I at that job?
You were there for 14 years?
14 years I worked for the same company. Loved it. But I was on the inside. I didn't realize how much of a cult-like atmosphere it had become. And Jess started working there. That's how we met and all. And she realized in not too far into the future,
they were taking advantage of him. His manager was very manipulative and very controlling and dominating, and expected way too much of the management team, worked them like dogs. They were never supposed to spend any time with their families. And I'm talking about insane hours.
Work-life balance and family all the time, but then you weren't allowed to.
But then you weren't allowed. You weren't allowed to go to your son's football games, even though you were the highest producing team in the whole office.
I had the number one team going on 3 years in a row within that company.
And they dismantled his team.
And what they would do is every 4 or 5 months, they would take several of my best people, move them to a different team, and move to me people that were struggling or on the bottom 30% of the office, and put them on my team because I had the ability to develop and motivate and train salespeople. That's what I was really good at. That's what I enjoyed. And I would get those people all up to speed, still maintaining having the top team in the company. Then 6-8 months go by and they would strip my group again and give me new people. And going into my daughter's, was it her senior year?
It's going into Amelia's senior
year. Her senior year, I sat down with my boss who spoke at our wedding, who, allowed me to be passed over several times for additional positions because I'm pretty sure he just wanted to keep me there so that that office would have the best team. So I sat down with them and I said, listen, this is her senior year. I've missed too much already. I'm not missing a game. The games were at like 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So I had to leave the office a little early. And we would be at the office
until 7 p.m. Whenever you're in mortgages,
I got there at 7.
Work.
I'd get at the office at 7. And I said, I'm not missing. I have the number one team. I can leave a little early, 2-3 nights a week to get this game. On top of that, my son's playing football. I want to go to 2 practices a week. So I'm going to leave the office a little early some days. Oh, yes.
But we're talking about a little early meant 5, y'all, and not 7.
Yeah. So
it wasn't like he was asking to leave at 3.
So I was still putting in like 10 hours. And my team was crushing it. So after several weeks of doing that, I was pulled into the office and told, are you okay? Your team feels like they're not getting everything they can from you. I said, what are you talking about? And on top of that, I was doing a radio show, which was promoting the company.
Yep.
In the Charlotte market. I was doing a radio show, so that was recorded one day a week, and I would use my lunch hour to drive over and come back. It would take about an hour and a half drive time and recording of the show. So I'd be gone about an hour and a half, an hour of which was my lunch break that I never really took a lunch. So, and they were like, well, I just feel like you're not here as much. And I was like, well, I think you're wrong. We've had this conversation and I'm not changing. And I was told, well, this was on a Friday afternoon. I was told to go home and think about my commitment to the company over the weekend.
Same thing they told me and why I didn't return.
And I went home that weekend and Jess and I talked and she's like, I've been telling you it's time for you over the weekend.
Same thing they told me and why I didn't return.
And I went home that weekend and Jess and I talked and she's like, I've been telling you it's time for you to leave. We'll figure it out. You got to go.
Hold on.
And so
they can't hear you.
I was told to.
They can't hear you. Okay. When
Can you
someone
hear me
comes
now?
in like that, it like
Shuts
pauses
everything
the
down.
live. Yeah.
Got it. So I was told to come back on Monday and tell them what I decided. What's up, Robbie?
Hey, what's up, cutie? So I had him tell you guys all of that because someone mentioned a toxic work environment and titles, and I think it was Heather, and how, people will treat you a certain way. How'd I do on the coffee? How'd I do on the coffee? How'd I do on the coffee? It's cold. I drank most of it. It's cold. Go make me some fresh coffee, bitch.
What did I tell you guys?
So I'm just saying that you don't have to stay in a toxic job. There are more jobs out there. You guys, there are so many jobs out there. There are people begging people to come work. So I'm not saying quit your job. Don't quit your job until you have another job. Never quit your job until you have another job lined up. Unless you have a ton of savings and you can afford to go, without a job for a minute. But even then, I still don't recommend quitting your job without having another job. But I think that we get so locked in to our situation that I have to live in this place. If I don't have this job, I'm not going to find another job. That's not true, and I don't know how or why we get locked in on that mindset. There's so many jobs out there. He's changed jobs so many times now. He's learned that if he changes jobs, it's actually better than staying at the same job. It's like your car insurance, right? Your car insurance starts going way the hell up, and whenever you switch car insurances, your premium goes way down, and then it starts creeping up again. It's the same. With him switching jobs, it starts getting harder and harder and harder and harder. And then whenever he switches jobs, it's like he's making more money, he's doing better until the situation changes again. But he has to keep changing jobs in his industry. The day you say I quit is the best day ever. But in that particular situation, they came after him after he left. It was really, really bad. They expected for him to stay forever. Everyone is replaceable. They don't give you a 2 weeks notice if they're going to fire you, do they? How did we get off on this? But they don't give you a 2 weeks notice. So why should you give them a 2 weeks notice? The art of knowing when to leave. I love that. Oh, I love that. He does mortgages. So he either helps people buy houses on the mortgage side of it, he helps them get the mortgage, or he does refinances. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and block you because all you're doing is begging for money in my chat, and I'm going to need you to stop. So guess what? If you need money, go work. It's called hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Oh, Lord. Robbie, I love you. He said, I tell my soldiers that all the time. You can die tomorrow and the army will keep going. He's not wrong. It's not wrong. Human capital. He already started. He started his new job yesterday. Erica, there's so many remote jobs out there, babe. There's so much work out there, you guys. It's just a matter of picking something. You love my pillows. Thank you, Robbie. Oh, Charlene, sometimes it's just not worth your mental capacity. Good morning, the Raven Snack. Good witch. Good morning, Emily Snack. How are you, honey? Thank you for wishing him well. He's already so happy. Yes, Dad got a new job. Dad had to switch companies. He started yesterday with a new company. Oh, Mary B, I love that. How you doing over there?
Me? I'm making you coffee.
So Wes is going back into refinances now. So he won't be able to help people with their mortgages unless you're with that specific company. But he's only doing refinances. He's not going to be doing purchases now. Yeah, sales is no joke. Okay, what's next on our list? Let me get back to focusing here. Our topic today is don't give your power away to miserable people. Your miserable job, that's what we were just talking about. You don't have to stay in that job if you're miserable. You can find another job. I promise. I've had so many jobs. I guess that's why it doesn't bother me that much.
Well, the other thing I'll say is I'll let that prove for you because I'm making you a whole new thing. Is the one thing I've learned is, and I made a mistake. I'm older, and I always thought, well, work somewhere for a long time, build up your 401k.
That's the way it used to be.
It's the way
you
it
were
used to
raised
be.
by 50s parents.
And I tried to teach my children early on, go to work, get a good job, make the right path, stick around, stay loyal. But here's what I've learned. There's no loyalty from the company. There's absolutely zero loyalty from the company. She just said they're not giving you 2 weeks if they got to let you go. They're not giving you 2 weeks. They don't tell you. They run in secret and don't tell you anything until it's too late. What about other things? What are you talking about, Kay?
Hold on, she knows. I know what she's talking about.
Okay.
Listen,
that's different.
First of all, I am not a licensed professional. We are giving you guys our opinion based on our life experience. You have an internal barometer. Whether you believe in God, whether you believe in spirit, whether you believe in Jesus, whether you believe in any of that, you have an internal compass. You know it. You have an internal compass. You know what you're supposed to do. You know the decision that you're supposed to make. You don't need to call 10 girlfriends. You don't need to call 10 guy friends. You know. Mine's in here. Maybe yours is in your gut. You can feel it. Physically inside your body, you can feel it. It might be in your throat. You might need to speak. Somewhere, mine happens in my heart. I call Pop. You already know the answer though. Pop's just going to go ahead and confirm it for you. You know the answer to whatever your question is. I know you love me because you know I'm talking right to you. You already know. I know what's going on. I may not talk to you every day, but I know what's happening. Listen to yourself. There is no better counsel or opinion than your own. You are the only one who's walked your path. You're the only one who's lived your life. You are the only one who knows deep in your soul what the next step is for you. There you go. Okay. That's your answer.
There you go.
Cheers, bitches. Answer. I love y'all.
Yeah, check your chakras. Did I say it wrong?
No, just you randomly check your chakras.
No, I was reading Raven. Raven wrote that. I was just reading it. I'm not smart enough to pull that stuff out.
See it? He's just like, check your chakras. I'm like, what the? Check your who? All right. Back to the subject at hand. Perfection is perfect. The good Karen. I love your name.
All right. So again, the conversation today is don't give your power away to miserable people. And the next one we're going to talk about is people who are doing better than you will never criticize you or put you down. They don't have time for that. They're focused on their own goals.
So, and that doesn't mean that people that are doing better than you won't give you criticism. There's a difference. People who are doing better than you are never going to talk shit about you. They're never just going to trash you. They're not going to run around to other people saying, oh, well, you did thus and so, and you did this and so. No, successful people don't have that mindset. They don't have time. A lot of people will ask me, do you know this streamer? Do you know that streamer? I don't know anybody. And I had to apologize to Del and Sarah. I've had to apologize to Mike and Jess. I've had to apologize to other people who stream that are my friends and say, I'm really sorry I'm not in your streams. When I'm not on this live stream, you guys, I am working. I am working. I am working on figuring out podcasts. I am working on answering messages. I'm working on behind the scenes content. I'm working on when our next topic's going to be. I'm working on making content. I am working on trying to get collaborations with other companies. I am working on making money. My focus is retiring my husband, and everything I do is around that focus. I don't have time to hang out. I don't have time to hang out with my friends as much as I would like to hang out with my friends. Definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Kristen, I have told you I can't so many times. I suck. But my point is, I don't have time to focus on what other people are doing. Apparently, somebody was rude to somebody the other day in the park about the fireworks.
It's all the conversation.
I got no clue what's happening. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. And it ain't none of my business. It ain't none of my business. You know what my business is? This man. My stream. What's going on in my life. That's my business. What's going on with my children. That's my business. My family. This is my business. I ain't got no time to criticize other people or other streamers. Karma will take care of all of that for me. It ain't none of my business.
Erica V, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Do we do that tipping thing? Yeah, we always
Yeah,
tip.
Erica. Jimmy, please, honey, listen. Jimmy, I'm going to be kind with you one time. If you believe Jesus is Lord, that's awesome for you. Nobody wants the Bible thrown at them, so please stop spamming my chat or I'm going to block you.
But we're happy to have you here.
Happy to have you here, but you talk to people one-on-one and help them develop that relationship, not in my chat. E, we love you. Brittany, we love you. Raven, accept you. Your business is here now, Kai says. Kai, I love you. Even Kai, I had to tell him no last week and I was like, babe, I can't. I love you, but no. And he understood, and he loves me anyways. Trisha, we love you. Okay, so I got off a little bit on a tangent, but still the same thing. People who are doing better than you will never criticize you. Usually, people who are doing better than you and people who are successful will give you constructive criticism.
Right. They'll try.
I want to see everybody succeed.
They'll try to pull you along. They'll try to help you. They will try to lift you up. Right? They're not going to criticize you and demean you and belittle you and go on other platforms and hide behind a screen name and talk crap about you.
Good morning, Uche.
They're never going to do that. They'll have a conversation with you.
When I started this channel, I hired a coach. And I took my entire outline that my coach gave me and I kind of simplified it. And I have shared that with so many other content creators and so many of my friends for free. Because I want to see them succeed too. What time to post, how long your videos should be, what your hashtag should be. And people that are in the same genre as me. There's plenty of room for all of us. I want to see everybody succeed. I want to see you all succeed. Even if you're doing the exact same thing as me. I don't care. I hope you succeed. Wake up, Diz, I love you. He said, yes, you have. Did I send that to you? Did I send that to you?
So that's the difference. You know, we don't criticize other creators or people that are working on growing their platform. I don't have time for that. If they have questions or they want to ask a question about how did this happen, what did you do here, we share that all the time with them. But I would never say, well, you're doing it wrong, or you're not good at this, or you shouldn't be doing this, or why are you doing this instead of that? It's none of my business.
Ain't nobody got time for that. That's right. What other people do, it is none of my business. And I only give out advice when people ask me for it. Because if I've learned anything in my life, especially like with your children, excuse me, I don't mean any disrespect when I say this. I'm going to say it in a specific way so you understand and so people understand. I was a Bible thumper for a long time, like that gentleman hopping in my chat just now. I used to throw my Bible at people. Don't nobody want to hear that? You're pushing people away from God. You're pushing people away whenever you criticize and judge and give people unwanted advice. When people are open and people are ready to learn and grow, they'll come to you. They'll come to you. And then you can tell them, and then they're ready to receive that advice. Ray says, preach. I love you too, Ray. I'm assuming it's Ray. I don't know why I feel like Ray's probably on here more than Mike, but hi, Mike and Ray.
It's Ray. It's Ray. She
Is it-
said
I
the other
think
day when we were talking to her,
it's
she said,
like me and you.
It
It's
says
usually
Mike
me.
and Ray, but it's me.
It's, yeah. Oh,
Uche.
Mrs. Keys, thank you for upping your subscription. We love you.
Good morning, beautiful.
Uche, I love you. He's here with his coffee.
He's here with his coffee. Way to go.
Cheers.
Way to be involved, Mike. I feel that on a deep level.
Is that his 10%?
Yeah, it says 10%.
Okay, let's keep going. We got a lot of ground to cover, and we've only got an hour left.
Okay.
You want me to read it? You've read every single one of them.
Yeah, you can have this one right here.
Okay. Sarah, you still here? Teasing. Well, her and I had this conversation the other day.
We got our mugs. Show your mug real quick. We got our mugs from Marshall's. Just found the one she's holding. I found the one I'm holding.
Well, we appreciate you, sweetie. Mrs. Kings, I'm talking to you. I got this one, and then Wes said he had to match me, so he got the pink one. Isn't that adorable? I was already in line. I was already in line for checkout. This one's like a serious.
No, that's not how it went at all.
4 fingers.
That's not how it went at all. As normal, you were still shopping when you gave me all the stuff and said, go ahead and get in line. And while I was in the Marshall's line, you know how they have all the stuff in the row?
That's right.
I found this one while I was holding that one. And when you came back, I said, do you like this one too? And you said yes. And we got them both. Against my better judgment.
Okay, are y'all ready for the next topic? This is my favorite part. Robbie loves it when we fight. Different story perspectives.
Mine's usually correct. Is that what I said?
Back up. I can't read the damn thing. You're done. You're done. Okay. Some people are not capable and don't have the capacity to be what you're needing them to be. And whenever you release your expectation of what you need them to be for you, it's very, very freeing. So I'm going to give you an example. My mother, and this is like at the top, right? This is the person that's supposed to take care of me and love me and be there for me. My mom could not be a mom. And I'm not making excuses. I'm not putting her down. I'm just spitting the facts, okay? She was wounded at a very early age, and she was stunted at 14 years old, okay? She could not be a mother. She did not have the emotional capacity to be a mother. She didn't have the capacity to take care of me, to raise me, to give me anything. She loved me. My mom loved me the best that she could possibly love me. I know that my mom adored me and loved me, okay? She wanted me. She literally left the abortion clinic and did not abort me. That's how much she wanted me. So I know that. But emotionally, mentally, any kind of character or strength or emotional support or financial support, I left home at 16 years old and never went back. At 14, I had a job and I was helping take care of my mom at 14 years old until she went back to my stepdad. So some people don't have the capacity to be what you're expecting them to be. And it's in every role in your life, meaning it can be in any role. It can be in any role of your life. And the quicker that you understand that that person doesn't have the ability to give you the support or the emotional support or the financial support or be your friend. Maybe you're wanting someone to be your friend and they don't have time to be your friend, or maybe they're not the right friend for you. Whatever the situation is, it comes in many different forms. The sooner you realize that they don't have the capacity to be a good husband. I ain't talking to you.
Great husband.
Yep, Dell, hurting people hurt people. That's on the list. The sooner that you understand that they don't have the capability to give you the support, the attaboys, I don't know how else to say it. I think I've said it every way that I can. The sooner that you release your expectation, the sooner you'll stop hurting. The sooner you'll stop hurting. Fill up your own cup. Be what you need for yourself.
Yeah.
Be what you need for yourself.
Yeah.
We expect from others what we would give them, and that is only going to get you hurt, Ashley.
Right.
You do it, and I'm not preaching directly to you, but this is the thought that came to my mind when you said that. you do what you do out of who you are, not to get something in return.
Right.
But you do. You expect other people to be on the same playing field as you are, and they are just not. And that has to be okay. That has to be okay. Because otherwise you're going to make yourself crazy expecting them to be a good mom, a good father, a good brother, a good sister, a good friend, a good spouse. If those people are not being what you need them to be, you're only causing yourself pain by expecting them to be that.
I'm gonna read it again for some of the people.
Yep.
Because I think this is crucial. When you let go of the expectation you have of others, it releases you from the pressure of constantly trying to change them. It's not your job. That's not your job to change people.
And I know when it's a spouse or it's a family member, it's that much harder because everyone preaches, oh, you know, blood first and family first. And anyone,
Morning,
good
Crystal.
morning, Crystal. Anyone who is not treating you the way that you deserve to be treated does not get to stay. They don't get to stay. I have incurred so much toxic and negative abuse and mistreatment, and they didn't even mean to do it. They didn't even mean to do it, y'all. But they will keep doing it as long as you allow them to. Exactly, mama. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You got anything else to add?
I don't think I have anything to add to that. I thought you hit that really, really well.
Thanks.
You just can't force people to do things. Somebody had put in the chat.
Wes has no idea what I'm talking about.
I was married to someone for 14 years.
Okay, that you do.
Someone had said earlier, people
Robbie, I
are
love that
around
for you.
for a season, a season, or a lifetime. And nothing has ever been truer. That's the way things go. Some relationships last
Brony,
a
I
long
love
time.
you.
Some relationships are for a purpose, and they just don't last forever. And that's okay. Next one.
Oh, Brittany, I know. I'm trying to get with someone to get all of these uploaded. I know. Q, I'm so glad you were here this morning. I love all of y'all. Robbie said for so long he thought he was meant to heal other people, and now he realizes that he only has to heal him. Now I'm
heal
finally
yourself.
healing myself.
Just heal yourself. You have to fix yourself first before you can ever try to fix anyone.
Again, you can't. I know you've heard it. You can't pour from an empty cup, right?
The truth about Aroni is
She's a special kind of girl. I saw her. I told her I loved her.
Okay.
Jesus.
Put it up higher if you can't see Shorty.
Shawty is a term of endearment. Ooh, okay. You can read the next one.
Yep, I got you. When leveling up, you should expect to lose some people in your circle, but you will gain new ones that will align with you. Facts. Facts. You want to talk
No,
about that?
I've been talking about everything. You talk.
It's true. It's true. I talk about crabs a lot. Anybody that's been around me at all talks about there are crabs. Sometimes, for example, I had to leave my town I grew up in. I had to. If I was still there, I'd still be at some low-level, miserable job, hanging out with the same people at the same spots to hang out and watch football and drink beer and complain. That's what I would do.
And that's okay for people who want that life. Maybe they wanted to say, maybe that's all the more they want. Maybe
that's what
they're
they're happy and comfortable.
and comfortable in that lifestyle. Let's just
Not me. So I threw caution to the wind and made a lot of mistakes along the way. I'm here today. I'm glad I am. But you just have to realize that there are crabs. And the thing about crabs, I always talk about crabs. Crabs move all over the place, do all kinds of things individually. If you throw a crab in a pot, that crab can get out of the pot before it gets cooked. But if you put 2 or 3 crabs in the pot, every time one of them is on their way to getting out, the others grab it and pull it back in. And that's the way I kind of view life sometimes. You surround yourself with people that are crabs. They don't want to see you do better than them. They don't want to celebrate your success unless they're moving
Raven
with you.
says, what? It's true, Raven. Look it up. It's true.
That's the way crabs operate.
Do they really?
Thanks, Kat. I started becoming a silver fox at like 27. Yes, they really do, Raven. That's the way it is.
That's so funny. She said, what? I can just hear you, Raven.
Try it. Go buy a bunch of crabs and get ready to cook them and put one in the pot. It will climb out. But it doesn't even have to be a deep pot. If you have more than a couple in there, they're just going to keep pulling the other one back down. That's the way it works. And you have to realize some people are just not secure enough to handle your success, right? They always say, surround yourself with successful people. If you surround yourself with 5 successful people, you'll be the 6th, right? And they always say you're judged by the company you keep. That's kind of the same thing as an adult now. I was told that as kids. But as an adult, you have to surround yourself with other people that are of a similar mindset, that want to grow, that are happy to see your success.
Good morning, Sean. Husband, right there. He always hops in like that now.
Yeah, they want to feel comfortable. I don't like comfortable mediocrity. I don't like that. I just don't like it.
It's hard to get out of comfortable mediocrity. It's
hard. I don't ever want to be average. I don't ever want to be just okay.
Megan, yeah.
Yeah, McRae, 5 billionaires in your life will do it. Here's the one thing I heard about that, though, is if you ever go into a very rich person's home, more often than not, they're going to have a library full of books.
We're getting there.
It may or may not even have a TV.
Oh, no, that's on next week's.
What does that tell you? I bought into that philosophy a long time ago.
Morning,
and just started reading, and my book collection has grown.
Comparison is the thief of joy. Yep. That's
Yep.
good. Add that to next week's topic.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Add that to next week's. So what we're talking about right now, if you're just jumping in and you're new in the background, today we're talking about don't give your power away to miserable people. Make sure you drop a follow if you're new here and you're enjoying this. But the topic that we're on right at this moment is when you level up, you're going to lose some people in your circle, but you're going to gain the new ones. You're going to gain the people that are supposed to be there in your life. And it's so funny because for me personally, I have asked for, we've had all kinds of people come and go since we've been married. They drop like flies, Del, that part. Our circle is very, 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 very small. People that actually know us personally and know what's going on with us are extremely small. Maybe 3.
That's by design.
And it is because people are too insecure to handle your success. And it reminds them that they should be doing more. And instead of doing more, they just get uncomfortable by it and they dip out, or they behave jealously, or they talk shit about you behind your back, or they just try to latch onto you and use you for all that they can get. It kind of becomes all of these toxic things, but as long as you're looking, you can see it and you can let it go. But the people that are supposed to come along will. And it's amazing to me because I have been asking for friends for as long as I can remember. I've been asking for true friends who love me, who want nothing from me but to build me up and make me a better person. People that I can grow with. People that we can have deep conversation with. And it's not just getting drunk and twerking. Now, y'all all know I love getting drunk and twerking. But it can't be all there is. It can't be all there is. Okay? And I'm so thankful to say that I have found some people in my life as I've started to level up. Those people have now attracted to me, but I had to get on their frequency. I had to get on their frequency to attract them to me. So I had to level up. In order to be able to get around the people I wanted to be around, I had to level up. Okay, Ray, we love you.
And you have to realize
I'm so done with you.
there's different things. You have to be mindful. Some people will latch onto you to try to use you.
Never,
they do.
girl.
That happens. Some people are just outright jealous. That happens. Because they're a little insecure, and that's okay. They want to be where you are.
Jenna B, let me encourage you. I know it's hard. And it's hard to let go of people you've known for years. It's hard to let go of family. It's hard to let go. It is. But again, I'm going to use the teddy bear. There's a picture of Jesus, and he's kneeling in front of a little girl. And the little girl is holding on to her teddy bear. She's got it so tight, she's squeezing it.
It's a little teddy bear.
And he's kneeling, he's got his hand out, and he's got a humongous, he's got that giant stitch behind his back, right? She's got the little stitch, and he's got that giant stitch back here behind his back, and he's like, if you'll give me I love that picture. I know, I got goosebumps. If you'll give me what's in your hand and you'll let go, I'm going to give you this.
I'm going to give you something greater.
I'm going to give you something so much greater. Your mind's going to be blown. I'm gonna talk for a second, and I shouldn't mention them directly, but I'm gonna. Sarah and Dell. When Sarah and Dell and I became friends, I literally could not believe it. We will sit on the back porch and just talk about things, and our friendship is so easy. He said log out. I just put a target on your back. Sorry, not sorry. You can handle it. Their friendship is invaluable to me. Constructive criticism, telling me hard things.
The truth.
But also talking about things, the mind expansion, being able to see things that we can't see, being able to bounce off ideas off. Like when we talk and come together, it is like the coolest. I can't even tell you how thankful I am to have them as my friend. There's no competition. There's no negative bullshit. It's just
no backhanded compliments.
It's just good. No backhanded jabs it's just good, clean, happy fun. I don't know. I don't even know how else to say it, but I'm so thankful for those people in my life. I have others too, but I'm just telling you, they're most recently who we've connected with, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful.
By the way, Q, I saw your comment earlier. You're going to crush it today. I believe it. You should believe it. Be positive. It's going to happen for you. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to cry. I don't know. Where were we?
We're on to this one.
Oh, negativity. Okay. I can't read the fucking thing.
You need to make it higher then so you can see. It's not my fault you're short. Yeah, put it on that side.
Give me this. Okay.
You got to angle it so I can see it then.
Okay, so.
So what we're trying to say now is.
Give me this shit.
You're welcome.
Sukai, love you, babe. Okay, negative people. So I just told him I love him. Negative people will ruin your life. You have to be okay with letting go of negative people because your mental health is so much more important. You need to prioritize your peace, your mental health over other people. And again, I think that we have said this, but we're saying it in a different way. You have to be willing to let go of toxicity. You have to be willing to let go of it because you holding on to it means nothing changes. And I don't care who it is, brother, sister, mother, father, uncle, aunts. You don't have to. You don't have to do it anymore. Who told you that you had to? Who told you that you have to let those people be mean to you, rude to you, take advantage of you, use up all your kindness? Who told you that you have to? Who makes the rules? Who makes the rules? You do. You're fucking grown. You are a grown as a human being. Sorry if there's little kids around. Who said you have to stay? This is your life. This is your life. And y'all, it runs out. It runs out. You don't have to stay. You don't have to allow. You get to choose for your life to look however you want it to look. I can't stop yelling at you. I need you to hear me. Kelsey, baby, I need you to hear me. Life is short, you guys. Life is so short. You're going to be 20 years older and you're going to be like, what the fuck? Why did I allow that for so long? Why did I allow that? Now I'm this age and I've missed all of this. I've allowed all of this. You don't have to. You get to choose.
True.
There will be new support will show up. New doors will open. New...
So Mama said she had to let go of her brother when her mom passed.
Mama Lynn said that?
Yeah. It's true. Your mental health is more important than anything. God, you can work yourself up that you got to fan yourself now?
Hot. I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry.
I have new friendship applications on my website. I'm 42. I'm 42 years old and I spent, it makes me so mad. I wouldn't have met Wes. My life wouldn't have worked out the way that it has, but I spent 10 years of my life in a toxic, mentally abusive relationship. He never laid his hands on me. Mentally abusive, starved for love for 10 years of my life. And I can never get those years back. Thank you, Will. Regret is not the right word. Wishing I had those 10 years back, yes. I don't know if that's regret. But I guess all I'm going to say is that you can't get that time back. You can't get the time back that you're wasting. We call them stepping stones, yeah.
But you can start anything new right now. It just takes a decision. That's it. You can start afresh, no matter what's happened, no matter where you are, no matter what you've gone through. Guess what? You can make a decision now and change everything.
Bobby Ray, yep, same. New husband and a better situation. Listen, I'm not an advocate for divorce. I'm not. I believe marriage is for life. I believe marriage is for life. If I had married that douchebag, I'd still be married to him because I believe that. And I'm loyal. I am a very loyal person. I will love you. If we're friends, we get in the shovel. Whatever you need, I will be there for you. I'm never leaving this man unless he cheats on me. If he cheats on me, I'm in his life. It's over. Who's going to help me bury the body? Because I will hurt somebody. Anyways, I said what I said.
Guess I better
and
mind my P's and Q's.
You've seen the burning bed.
Yeah, I did see that's
but
put the fear of God in me.
But in our own situation, here's what I have seen. I have seen that him and his ex-wife were in a very toxic marriage. What were they teaching their kids? They were teaching their kids how to fight, how to throw things, how for dad to work all the time to avoid her and not come home. And thankfully, I'm thankful that we found each other because we got to show them another side. Before they were grown, we got to show them what soulmates look like. We got to show them what love and intimacy and compassion and caring and trying and patience and real love looks like. We got to show them what that looked like. So that hopefully, I'm hoping, that I feel like Amelia has. Mm-hmm. I feel like she definitely has found her soulmate, mm-hmm. which I love. It makes me very happy for her. Mm-hmm. You're just wasting time staying in toxicity with toxic people because most of the time toxic people don't change. Yeah, because we all know kidding. that my bestie is a Latina.
Oh yeah, gotta watch out for that. Your bestie? I thought we didn't have those.
I mean, she's Puerto Rican, but it's fine. She's Puerto Rican, but she's still got that same attitude. Raven, I love you too. So I said all that to say I'm not an advocate of divorce, but I'm also not an advocate of staying somewhere where you're emotionally and mentally just beat to shit every day of your life. Life is too short.
Carly Gray says, how do you push past the fear? But listen, it's my perspective, right? Just my perspective. What are you afraid of? There's nothing to fear.
Okay, but
nothing bad can happen.
Hold on. You have to go back and look at I wouldn't say you were afraid. You had different reasons. You didn't want to leave.
I didn't want to start over.
You didn't want to be divorced.
Yeah, I didn't want to
start over.
No.
You didn't want your kids to be raised in a broken home, right?
Right. Agreed. But when I finally came to the realization that you got to let go, what is the fear? Fear is all in your mind.
So you're living in fear and pain, right? You're living in fear and pain. So you're afraid that it could be better, but you're in pain now. What if your worst fears come true? Is it worse than what's happening right now? You're already in pain. So how much worse can it get? I mean, you have to ask yourself, how much worse can it get? So I used to be very afraid of losing my house, losing everything that we owned, ruining our credit. We've done all that.
In there.
Guess what? You can rebuild your credit in 2 years. Once you lose a house, 7 years, you can buy another house and you can rent, so you have somewhere to live. You can always rebuild. You can always start over. So what if you lose it all? So what?
Thanks for the
You can
follow,
still find
Justine.
somewhere to live. You can still find another job. And who knows, maybe it'll be way better.
What was I told one time? You'll never really change your situation until you become so disgusted with where you're at.
Sparks, yes. Not next week, but yes, I will do that for you. Can we do a credit building? They want to do a financial.
Sure.
She asked for we can absolutely do that.
Sure.
I know I'm reading a couple of y'all's emails.
Yeah.
I know I'm all in some of y'all's Kool-Aid over there.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Because it's true for all. These are topics that are true for all of us.
Next one.
St. Lynn, yeah, okay. Hi, St. Lynn.
Don't underestimate who you surround yourself with. Don't take it lightly. And ask yourself, do they lift you up or pull you down? Do they give you energy or suck the life out of you? I think we talked about this a little bit already, but it's so important. The people that you keep in your circle, the people that you follow, the people that you trust, the people that you admire. Those are all important things in your life.
Are you? Sorry. I'm always pulling Sarah down. Shut up. You are so
That's
cute.
different story. Different story with the big eyes.
Freaking love y'all so much. I cannot take it. So.
That's a good idea, Raven.
What'd she say? Good morning, Magic Castle Cove. How are you, Adrian? We're not doing Disney stuff this morning. We're doing mindset stuff today. We're talking about don't give your power away to miserable people. So he's talking about who you surround yourself with. And it's funny because sometimes, like, you might have a friend and you might think you guys are the best of friends. And then you start noticing. That your energy doesn't feel as good when you're around them. You feel tired. You feel like you start dreading. You start feeling backhanded comments or that they say things like they don't want you. Narcissism, exactly, including narcissism. You don't always see it at first. And that's why you got to be paying attention. Because not everybody who says your friend that they're your friend is actually for you. So you got to pay attention to their actions, their behaviors.
Right.
Are they talking out both sides of their mouth? Are they saying I love you, but then they're throwing jabs whenever they're making jokes?
Morning, Jessica Niels.
Listen to me. There's truth in humor. If people are gaslighting is my biggest pet peeve. Yeah. Yep. And you don't have to stay friends with them. But again, you have to decide what you want your life to look like. And then you just have to let go of the people who are not serving. Your life gets to look any way you want it to. We've already said that. Your life gets to look any way you want it to. And you have to let go. You have to. And you'll be so happy whenever you do.
Yeah, I get that, Adrian.
If all they do is talk bad about others when they're around you, they are doing the same to you. That's right. It's true. I really believe you do, because what you're talking about and what's at the forefront of your mind is who you are.
I mean, that's what we used to tell our kids, right? You're judged by the people you surround yourself with. Pick smartly.
Yes, Adrian, yes. Happy
Be
day,
wise.
midnight. Jen, I just went through that too, hun. So I feel you. I feel you. And it hurts at first. Get back to work.
Which one you
Go
think?
build that empire, Dell.
Go, bud. Have a great day.
He said, "Go, bud."
I was giving I say go, Speed Racer.
So done with you.
You ready for the next one?
Okay, yeah. Nothing else to add to negative people letting them go.
Do not let others' limiting beliefs hold you back. Just because they can't accomplish something. Okay.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm sorry.
Doesn't
Right.
doesn't mean you can't. Just because they can't do it doesn't mean you can't. And you get this a lot from the people you believe to be closest for you when you're trying new things. Your family, your friends. They're typically the ones that
Savannah,
may not even be outwardly or outright saying no, you can or whatever, but always trying to give you reasons like why you can't or
Dre,
why
hold on,
they
answer
couldn't.
that.
And you really can't let that hold you back. A lot of it is mindset.
Oh, Main Street Magic. I love that. I love that. Main Street Magic. So hold on. So Dre wants to know, how do you escape your own negative mindset? We're going to talk about that next week. Next Tuesday is going to be all about your mindset, but it's a lot of this. It's a lot of reading. It's a lot of what you focus on, listening to podcasts, meditating. Meditating does not mean quieting your mind, you guys. That's not what meditating means.
Took me a while to realize this.
Why don't you tell people what meditating means then?
It just means
Because he hated meditating.
allowing yourself space to focus on yourself. That's all it really is. My mind's constantly going.
It doesn't.
For me to try to sit quietly and not think about anything for 5 minutes
Yes,
was too
cute.
much for me.
Yes, Q, in our Amazon storefront, which I changed it, you guys, to make it easier on y'all to find things. So if you go to the link in our bio, and then if you go to preferred is now on the first page, that'll take you into our Amazon. And we have a book list. So we have our favorite books that we've read. So example. So as far as meditation goes, first of all, when you sit and see your thoughts, you'll realize that your thoughts are not who you are. They're just thoughts. So that's kind of the first step.
Mary J, thanks for the donut.
That's the first step, is realizing that the thoughts are not who you are. They're just thoughts. And you would think about your thoughts as if they were a roommate. If they were a roommate, you'd kick that person out of your house because they never shut the fuck. I said what I said. Oh, making spell jars helps you cleanse your mind. I love that. What do you drop things into your spell jars? So you have to constantly just be reprogramming yourself. Jake Ducey is one of my favorite, simple person to start with on the tube. Go find Jake Ducey on the tube. Listen to his stuff. He's a very surfer, California, what's up, dude? But I love his teaching is so simple and so basic. So it's just constantly listening to good stuff, reprogramming your mind, pulling your thoughts back in. But we're going to talk about a lot of that next Tuesday.
Dr. Joe Dispenza.
We love you. Just got to prison. Dude, you are almost free.
You
are
almost free,
almost
bud.
free.
You're
You are
almost
so
done.
much closer to the finish line than the rest of us. So you hush and go do your job. We love you.
Love you, bud. Have a good day.
Okay, so what were we on? Because I got distracted because I really wanted to answer his question. Oh, don't let others' limiting beliefs hold you back. Just because they can't accomplish something doesn't mean you can't accomplish something.
That's where we were.
Yeah. So I used to have I spent a lifetime in confinement. You about to be so free and still young. I I had a boss. I had a picture on my screen of a house that I wanted on my computer screen at work. And I remember him coming by and going, why do you want that? Why do you want that? Why is that your goal? Oh my God. Cannot with people. And I'm not even giving them the answer that they're looking for. So, hold on. Okay, sorry.
I used to love the swing sets.
I'm so
What are you
sorry.
talking about?
Stop. Don't even give those
You have to
idiots
use your
attention.
legs to pump yourself to get higher.
This is only going to get worse now. Jessica feeding them on.
People are crazy.
Not my bestie having a pineapple on her arm doesn't help the situation. Good morning, Nika.
Depends on which way you're looking at it.
Depends on what she's doing. Damn it. See, they got what they wanted. They got us distracted. So I had this picture of a house on my computer screen at work, and my boss came by and he's like, why do you want that? Like, you don't need that. Like, and he was telling me all of these things and kind of going on and on about me not needing this house. And I'm like, you know, in my mind, it really defeated me at the time because I wasn't as strong of a person as I am now. But now I'm like, why would he tell me all of those things? One, it was because it's not what he wanted. It's not what he wanted for his life.
Right.
Again, when people are giving you advice, they're giving you advice from their own experience, from their own wants, and from their own needs and their own goals. They're giving you advice from what it is that they want to see happen in their own life. I'm giving you advice from what we've seen happen in our own life. We've seen our minds expand, our goals expand, our dreams expand. So I'm sharing with you what I know. And you have to take what I'm giving you and take in what sounds right for your life and get rid of the rest. So it's the same thing with people whenever they're pushing all of their limiting beliefs on you. It's just because they haven't expanded their own minds yet. Oh, Bella, well, I'm glad you're here. Hi, honey. Elsa, well, we're glad you're here now, babe. That's all that matters. Yep, I think we're
Next one?
Mm-hmm. No, you don't have anything to add to that?
No, we already talked about it.
Okay.
I will.
Hurting people hurt people. I think that we've already really covered that as well. It doesn't make it okay. Hurting people hurt people, right? But it doesn't make it okay that they're hurting you. But I think once you realize that people, it's like the Disney thing we were talking about earlier. People are not intentionally trying to hurt you. They're just hurt. And so they're operating out of their pain. Most people are walking around every day in a lot of fucking pain. I walk around in a lot of pain. You guys don't know it because I manage my own pain. I deal with my own self so that I don't project that and hurt other people.
Disneyac is true. People are always going to be judging you for what you prioritize, but their judgment of you has no bearing on your life.
No,
it's just their judgment.
And it is frustrating. Again, it is frustrating when they push their priorities on you. But again, that's why you have to stay focused in your own mind so that you respond how you want to respond. Don't take on their expectations. And then that's the only way you're ever going to be free. That's the only way you're ever going to be free is if you stay focused and don't take on their expectations.
Right.
And you recognize it for what it is.
Just
And you already
recognize it for
do.
what it is.
You already do.
All right. Don't be frustrated when people copy you.
Oh, this is a big thing about growing in success and change. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I've been talking too much.
This one's about you don't talk enough. This one's your lane.
Again, I realized recently that I had a coach that I loved in Beachbody, and I wanted to emulate her. I wanted to be successful like her. I wanted the house she had, meaning like I just wanted freedom. I wanted freedom. I wanted money and time freedom, and she had that, so I wanted to be like her. So I would do everything that she did, not down to like copying her clothes because I like to be my own person. But like she would put out social media content and I would copy her social media content. And more recently, I've gotten frustrated when people copy me. And I'm like, damn, why can't they just be themselves? Like, why do they have to try to do everything I do? I'm doing mindset lives, they do mindset lives. I'm putting out mindset content, they're putting out mindset content. I'm going to the park early, they're going to the park early. Like, it's very frustrating when people are doing, I had a girl early on, oh my God, every single post I would put out, she would copy every single post I put out. If I did cover the omnibus, it wasn't 2 days later she was covering the omnibus. I was like, this bitch.
You guys had the same coach. She had gotten the same coach.
She had gotten the same coach as me,
and she was doing what he told her.
And I told her about my coach. But again, I want to see everybody succeed. I do. But I want everyone to do it in their own way, right? So you have to remember that people copying you will allow you to reinvent yourself. Allow it to motivate you to reinvent yourself. So I used to have someone who she finally started doing everything I did. She wore the same clothes as me. I would show up somewhere and she'd be in blue jeans and a white t-shirt. It used to be my favorite thing to wear because it's easy and it looks cute on me.
Cut up blue jeans. Someone that never wore blue jeans, never wore t-shirts.
She wore like cardigans and skirts and shit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she was wearing the same shit as me everywhere we went.
It was someone that was.
That doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it was. It doesn't matter who it was. It just happened. But it allowed me to recreate myself. I started being more boho. I changed who I was because, I wanted to be different. I like to be different. I don't know how I would handle that. This new tip fairy. It's not easy. But again, if people are copying you, if people are doing the same thing as you, just remember that you must be amazing because someone else wants to emulate you. And just allow it to fuel you to recreate yourself into something different. That's all. Yeah. That's all.
Jessica Nail said the whole imitation is flattery is easy to say until you can't feel original.
Until you can't feel original. Yep.
So true.
Yep. I am very much a person, I used to encourage my kids. Oh my God, my girls hated me. We did not let our girls wear leggings to school. You're not hanging out with your camel toe all over the school and your ass looking like that. Nope, you are going to be covered. It was a fashion show. When we used to go to school, it was a fashion show.
You dressed up.
You dressed. Like you were excited to go shopping and get that new outfit to wear on the first day of school.
Now it's let's wear my pajamas to school. Let's wear my pajamas to Walmart.
Yeah, we did not.
Can I just put on slippers and go out the house?
And they were like, but everybody else is doing it. I don't give a fuck. Just like Smokey.
Right.
I want you to be unique. I want you to be original. I want you to be different.
You have to understand.
Miss Kathy, a pixie cut would look really cute on your red hair, though.
Yes, it would.
Do you remember the girl who cut her hair just like mine after she started following us early on?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say her name.
Yeah.
She cut her hair just like mine early on. Oh, Jen, I was not allowed to. But again, and it's not even Friday, Heather says.
Right.
Me too, Susan. I hate leggings.
Yeah, I wouldn't allow my kids to wear pajamas to school. You don't wear pajamas now people, I guess, wear pajamas.
Okay, we're off topic. We're off topic. We're talking about just wanting them to be original and don't be, again, it's hard not to be mad. I'm not going to lie. I still get mad when people copy me, but also I have to keep reminding myself that people want to emulate what's working. People want to emulate what's successful. And again, it pushes me, like Jess just said, it pushes you to keep your dream alive. It pushes you to keep recreating yourself to be fresh and relevant. And not everybody can do that. So, Angie Pixie, I know we're already Pixie friends.
But here's the other thing we have to remember.
And you look so good in that grape. My gray's coming in. I'm gonna be just like you. I'm trying to copy you, Angie.
We have to remember that everyone's an individual person, and a lot of people will try to copy you.
Susan, I love you.
But they ain't you, and they can't be you, right? So I'll give you an example. And
Beach Girl.
I never try to tell people don't try stuff. Try stuff. But a lot of people see folks on social media, and they think, oh, I can do that. That's easy. And they try to do that. And then they realize, well, this is a lot harder. No matter how much they copy, no matter how much they try to do it just like the other person, they're not the other person. So you you just have to realize, be your unique individual self, or as I call it, unique you. Unique. You're an individual. Do you. Mike says what we do is easy. No, it ain't. We know better.
So, Marcy says, I'm going to just say, I've gone through style changes. Maybe she wasn't copying. Maybe she was just,
No, not in this case.
In this case, it was everything. It was when we changed our car, she changed her car. When I got a fire pit in the backyard, she got a fire pit in the backyard. When I took my kids hiking, she took her kids hiking. When I stopped doing gifts for Christmas and we started doing experiences, she stopped doing gifts for, this was a very obvious situation. But yes, there are definitely cases where it's a coincidental thing. 1000%. You are so right.
Amy Lynn, good morning.
There are reasons that fingerprints are one of a kind.
So true. So true.
Yeah, Melanie, that part.
Single white female.
And you know what? Some people don't, again, it's another capacity thing. Some people don't have the capacity to be original. And so they look for things they like and just copy that. So it is what it is. I just don't want you guys to get frustrated by it. And the only way to not get frustrated by it is to allow it to motivate and fuel you. Girl, Erica is definitely a Lifetime movie. Okay. Again, our topic today, you guys, if you're just jumping in here, our topic today was don't give your power away to miserable people.
Coming close to being done with that topic. Mm-hmm. We have just 2 more.
Yep. So if you're enjoying this and you're not following, please make sure you're dropping those follows. We appreciate you guys so much.
Next one. When people tell you who they are, believe them. You have to look for the red flags. Go.
So you can only blame people so much for your toxic relationship. If people are being toxic, you can only go around complaining about them for so long. They're telling you who they are. They're showing you who they are. You're the one who's continuing to stay in their life. You're the one who's continuing to keep them around you. You're the one who's continuing to hang out with them. You know, there are ways to distance yourself and pull back and separate yourself from toxic people, but you're the one who has to pay attention to the red flags. Good morning, Marsha. You're the one who has to pay attention to the red flags, and then you're the one that has to do something about it. Again, expecting them to change and having those expectations of them being somebody different, that's on you. That's all on you. The power of choice is your responsibility. Crash and burn, I love that. Yes. What's that, baby girl?
Yeah, and don't mistake what we're saying, guys. There's a lot of things out there where people choose the same thing. There's only so much available in the world. Every single person can't be a unique individual person. They have to dress similar, or, when we go to get our haircut, sometimes you might see a haircut online or something. I like that haircut, and try to get something similar. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about people who are all up in your stuff, trying to do exactly like you do in every area.
In your Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
All in your Kool-Aid.
But when people tell you who they are, you have to believe them. When people are constantly giving you backhanded compliments or backhanded jabs and trying to play it off like a joke, it's funny. We joke amongst each other. I pick on Jess, right? That's what.
Mike, I'm about to block you.
That's the way it is.
Bella, it's like going to church. When you go to church, you feel like the sermon is for you. And it's because you can get what you need out of whatever people are talking about. And I believe we all deal with these same things. We all deal with these exact same things.
Facts.
Mike, I love copying you. I love wearing all your ears and all your hats. I want to look just like your wifey. It's why I dyed my hair pink that time. I'm obsessed with her. Okay, so listen. When people tell you who they are, believe them. It's your responsibility to look and listen at who they are. It's on you.
Like the guy that on TikTok with the red flags?
Yes. Oh my God, I love the guy with the red. Ma'am, sir. I freaking love that guy so much.
She is fine as Japanese silk, Mike. His Jess is so fine.
Huh?
Well, Trick Bro, some people might feel that way, but not everyone.
I can't wait anymore.
Not everybody feels that way. Belief is an individual thing. Mary J, all you have to do is be your unique individual self. That's all you can do. People can try to copy you, but they can't be you. It's just a copy. When you take an original document and you copy it, it's not the same thing. It looks the same, very similar, but it's not the same. You can't use it legally. A copy of a copy of a copy is still not you. Who knows, brown-eyed girl? People come in and say things. Thank you. Thanks for muting that, mama. You just have to believe people. Hi, Angelita. Hope everyone's having a great morning. Again, if you're enjoying this, make sure to give us a follow if you're not following us already. We are on our journey to 200,000. I think we're about 11,000 away, approximately 11 or 12,000 away from being there. We want to get there by the end of the year. So every follow helps us immensely, and we appreciate it so much. Thanks, Christy, for the follow. Okay, she's back.
Sorry.
Thanks for the warning.
I couldn't wait any longer.
All right.
Hello from Nicaragua.
Last topic on this, and then
13
we'll
years.
answer questions and talk a little more about what you guys want to talk about. But all of this to say, what you've really got to realize in all of this is the truth is people are not against you. They're actually just for themselves. They can't help themselves. They're just trying to be for themselves. They're not always just against you. It feels that way, but that's not really what it is. Really, they're just for themselves. And that's what you have to believe and understand.
Well, you just have to realize it. Again, sometimes the realization takes the sting out of what other people are doing. It allows you to not take it so personally, and then it frees up the anxiety and hurt inside of you. Yeah, so this is some deep stuff. Yeah, we start at 6:45. We take you to church early. We take you to church early. Hello, Maddie. Good morning. So, this is what's passionate to us. We want to help you guys. We want to share what we've been through and help you guys have an easier journey. You know, a lot of people are not ready to receive and grow and become more open people. I don't want to say better people, more open people. So that's why we're doing this, is to share with people who want it. We just want to share with people who want it. Trolls are lonely and think hurting others takes their pain away. Yep, hurting people. We talked about that earlier. Hurting people. Yeah. You were still asleep.
People are trying to hurt you. Somehow they think that's going to make them feel better. It never does.
Miss Grizzy, you're welcome. Grizzly, you're welcome. Good morning, Lenore.
And the truth of the matter is, unfortunately, in your circle, it seems to be the same people over and over and over again, trying to hurt you or bring you down. And
which begs the question, why are they still in your circle?
Yeah.
It begs the question, why are they still in your circle? Oh, Jeannie, why were you up at 3:45? Boo, where you live?
She must be on the West Coast.
Oh,
on the West
Coast. Are you in California?
Washington or Oregon, I believe.
Marcy has too.
Tina.
Yeah, this is what we really love. Like, I love Disney, but deep conversation, the stars in the sky, the universe, how energy works. Are there really aliens? These are the conversations that I like to have.
Did you just get into why are
aliens are not political? That's not political. Mm-mm. Tell them, what is it? There's a treaty in, is it
Antarctica?
Antarctica, and it's the only treaty
never been broken
that every country has never broken. Why is that?
Nobody breaks that treaty. Why is
we can't agree on shit, but they can agree on that?
Why is that? And every country has a base down there to do what? What are those bases doing? I don't know.
Okay, but that's it. Nothing else. Don't you mention anything being flat. I don't want to hear it. Ow!
cold there. Yeah. I would say no one really wants to be there, but even the Rockefellers have a base down there.
You have 10 minutes before you have to start work.
No, I'm not. I retired. Didn't I tell you?
Lexi, he doesn't think that, but he has questions. He's been on that side of TikTok, and they got questions.
I got a lot of
making
questions.
him ask
guys.
questions.
I've become I question everything. Studying penguins. They're studying penguins.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have questions. You can't just believe everything you're told, right? You gotta have some questions.
Morning, Abby, the dog mom.
Good morning, Melissa.
Yeah, positive. It probably is, but I got questions. There's too many things. I keep seeing things that.
I'm such a why girl, Peyton.
Like why?
No. You start your own page and talk about questions over there. Absolutely not.
Questions.
This is not the place. Babylina says, I don't believe in dinosaurs. I don't believe in dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
Or you do believe in dinosaurs.
No, she
Was
says.
that a typo?
She
You
says
said two.
Two means also. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Believe in. A circle is round. It has no end.
Jay, I love you.
Correct.
I love you so much.
But
we believe in aliens.
I
That's
didn't
what
say
we're
it
just
wasn't
aliens.
round.
That's it.
I just question. It's for sure round, but
Yeah,
is it a
Marcy,
globe?
yeah.
I don't know.
That's for Discord, Charlene says. Yeah. Yeah, or the purple app that rhymes with witch.
Yeah.
Jess says
Reel him in. Why do we do the same thing? Too funny.
Because we've been married for 13 years.
Well, Jenna, have a great day with those little minds.
You guys, if you missed any of our previous talks, they are over on the tube. Most of them are over there. So you can catch it. You can catch the replays. I'm going to get this one up there over there as well. Did Disney change everything with the Genie Plus
Because
system?
of the new thing they've thrown out for the
the new
high-end stuff.
new high-end thing is just
An additional
It's just an additional perk.
offering for people that can afford it. It's crazy,
Yeah,
ridiculous,
yeah,
expensive.
Jenna, exactly. Genevieve, yeah.
Snack Daddy.
Yes, Peyton, you can. What did he say?
Facts. Yep, you can broadcast from the moon, but you can't call during a storm. And they did that on a rotary phone with a cord. It was a corded phone.
We're not talking about this. It's time to log out. I gotta go.
Peyton can't find the Discord in the bio.
No, it says, can I find?
Oh, yeah.
It says, can I?
Yeah, you can. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so if you go to the link in our bio, scroll all the way to the bottom, all of our social media icons are there. I rearranged some things on our site to make it.
What I come back into?
Girl,
we're just being
dream
silly.
along with us. We love you
We're just being
We love
silly.
you guys. We
We're
miss
just being
y'all.
silly this morning.
so much. You're welcome, Peyton. Thank you for joining us. You guys, if you want more time with us when we are not on live, Bella, thank you for the ghost. That's so stinking cute.
Yeah, Ray, go
Bye,
join the
Yellow Rose.
Discord. Wrong, Jessica.
Nice.
Q, thank you for being here. Go crush that interview today.
Mrs. Keynes, you're welcome. You're
Yellow
welcome.
Rose, you're
Yellow
welcome.
Rose, you're welcome. But you guys, if you want more time with us when we're not live, join our Discord. If you want more exclusive behind the scenes content, you can join our website, Salty Sirens and Sailors. There are subscriptions there that get you behind the scenes access. Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks,
I'm glad you
Midnight.
love it.
Appreciate you being here.
I gave her your info, no joke. I'll message you.
Have a great day, Mike
You're
and Ray.
welcome, beach girl. We love you. I know. Look, Raven. Thank you. Q. Was there something you addressed and got Q everything right?
Yeah, they
Okay.
were just saying they have a interview today.
Oh, okay. Crush it. Just be yourself. You'll be fine. That's right. The Wessica Way. DOT.
Thank you,
COM.
Cortland. Morning, Joe.
Oh, yay, Jenna. I can't wait to see you. Have a great day, Bella. Brittany and the Beast, we love you. All right, you guys, we'll be back in the parks Friday morning. So Friday morning, love you, Sukai. Hope you got to work okay. See you Friday, Miss Kathy. We'll be in Magic Kingdom Friday morning. We'll be in Magic Kingdom Saturday morning. And then this week is the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We will be broadcasting that right here for everybody. So Sunday night, this coming Sunday night, starting at 7 p.m., Bella said definitely needed the alien talk. best part of the whole live. Jazz, I love you.
Marcy, we do. It's the wesicaway@gmail.com. Oh.
The Wesca Way at, it's in my profile, babe. It's in my profile. It's in the profile. They can find it. I put it up there. All right, you guys, have an amazing day. If you want to know when our live schedule is, it's at the top of my profile page. It says live schedule. Click on it. All of our lives will drop down. You can add them to the calendar on your phone so you don't miss any if TikTok is not notifying you. Also, I put our schedule in the Discord, so join our Discord, hang out, chat with everybody behind the scenes. Bye, Pixie, Angie. And you guys can spend more time with us over in Discord.
Have an amazing day, Marcy. Love you, Mama.
Yeah, Peyton, he knows what he can and can't say.
I know. I just like to stir the stink. That's all.
Yeah. He's always trying.
I'm always trying.
Okay,
I got questions.
You're welcome. Now, the biggest thing about everything is don't just consume the knowledge. You have to go put it to use.
Action.
Don't just, you can sit here and listen all day and say, hey, this was great. Thanks for the talk. If you don't take action, it doesn't change a thing.
Have a great day, Maria Outlaw.
Love y'all. Okay.
Talk to you guys soon.
Stay salty, bitches. Bring the tequila. Bye.